Guys, today I'm going to show you how to calculate days and dates in the future based on today's date. And this is super helpful if you are in an event planning business or a wedding planner. You can just look at a future date and use Excel to calculate how far away it is and plan your timelines accordingly. So today I'm going to teach you how to find out three things. I'm going to show you how to calculate how many days are in between a future date and today. I'm going to show you how to calculate how many of those days are working days. And lastly, I'm going to show you how to figure out what day of the week a future date falls on. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's pretend that I'm a wedding planner. Here is my spreadsheet. I have the location, the bride, the groom, all my info. Then I have the date of the wedding or my future event, whatever it is you want to put in here. So the way Excel works is that it bases all of its calculations on today's date and the future date. So I'm going to put a formula in cell F2 that will automatically pull today's date, whatever date that is, when you open the spreadsheet. So you don't have to keep updating that manually. Excel will automatically put in whatever the date is that you have the spreadsheet open. It'll put that date for you automatically. So I'm going to press in cell F2, I'm going to put equals today, type the word today, then open parentheses, close parentheses, enter. Okay, so today is July 7th, 2021. I'm going to hover my mouse over the corner of the cell until the little plus sign comes up. I'm going to hold my button down and drag it down so that it copies the same date for every cell in my column. Okay, great. So now we have that today is 7/8 all across the board. So then I want to figure out, okay, well, how many days left do I have until the Cohen's wedding, right, which is August 17th of next year. So I'm going to use a formula called, actually, I'm just going to do a very simple formula which subtracts today's date from the future date and gives me a number of days. Okay, so I'm going to go equals my future date minus today, enter. So I have 405 days left until the Cohen's wedding. I'm going to drag it down to see how much I have for everybody else. Great. So that's the total days from today till my future date. But if you're a wedding planner or whatever, obviously you're not working 7 days a week, so that's not entirely accurate. I want Excel to tell me how many work days I have from now till the event. So Excel's super smart. It uses a formula called net work days to figure out how many work days are in there. So I'm going to write equals net work days, and you'll see that it's popping up and giving you suggestions. Then I'm going to put my start date, right, which is today. Then I'm going to do comma my end date, which is the date of the wedding, August 17th. You can also do a list of holidays that it will exclude. You would have to do a separate list and then select the range, but just to keep it simple for now, I'm just going to do the work days in between, close parentheses, enter. So really, Excel is telling me I have 290 work days to plan until the wedding. So your general days are good to give to the bride and groom as a way to plan, you know, their timeline of when they need to contact certain vendors, when they need to send the save the dates. But the work days will be more valuable to you as a planner to really know how much time you have. Okay, great. So now I have total days, I have the work days. Now I want to figure out what day of the week that future event is on. So this will save you a lot of time having to look at a calendar and all that, especially if you have a lot of future events that you're working on, or if you are trying to plan an event and you want to know what day that would fall on, this is a great way. So we're going to use the weekday function, and then we're going to use the date function. So we're telling Excel to pull the weekday, or the day of the week, of the date that we're giving it. So we're going to write equals weekday, right? Then we're going to write, do a parentheses, write date for the date function, right? Because this is the date that we're telling it to pull. Tell me what day of the week this date falls on. So we're going to do the year, which is 2022, comma, the month, which is August or 8, and the day, which is 17. Close parentheses. Oops, we're missing a parentheses. Okay, so Excel automatically fixed that for me. But what Excel does is it assigns a number for every day of the week. So Sunday is the first day of the week, so it assigns it a 1. Monday would be a 2. It gives it a 3 for Tuesday. A 3 for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 3 for Tuesday, sorry, 4 for Wednesday, and so on and so forth. So what I did here was I added another column to put the day of the week, because Excel cannot do a calculation based on a result that is the result of a calculation. So I couldn't put in my other formula based on this, because this is the result of that formula. So I just made another column and said, give me the result of what's in I2. So we could then do another formula to figure out what day of the week it is. So 4 here, based on Excel's coding, 4 is a Wednesday. So what I did here in column K was I'm telling Excel to translate the day of the week, right? Because I don't want to have to see a 4 and think, oh, okay, well, this is a Wednesday. So I told it, if J2 equals 4, then you're going to return me Wednesday. If it equals 1, you're going to return the word Sunday. So on and so forth. So you can just copy this formula up here. It's not in order, but it is the correct if statement. And then you're going to follow it by 7 parentheses, because that's how many values you're telling it to translate. So you would put in that if statement, press enter, great. So then for the day of the week calculation, you can drag that down as well, but you will have to enter this, change the dates manually. So for the Smith wedding, I would need to change this to 2023, then January, then 28th, right? So for the Smith wedding, Excel is telling me that it falls on a Sunday, or 7, sorry, which is the 7th day of the week, right? And my formula translated that correctly. And if we go to the calendar and we go to January 28th, 2023, we do indeed see that it is a Saturday. So we know that our formulas are working correctly. So these are the 3 formulas that you can use in event planning to figure out timelines and save a ton of time on prepping and be more accurate with your planning of contacting vendors and your timelines, and you won't have to whip out a calendar or anything. So this is super, super helpful and cool. So I hope that this has helped you. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.